Alright, let's go. Part 2. Oh, what was I doing? Okay. So we have user config, we have our search method, and then we have our method and our unit name. These are not optional. So this is to deserialize it, and then obviously to set up our config, we can just do toml from string. So we should check if the file exists, right? So next step, right? Okay, so we can deserialize and serialize everything. Let's here, because right now I was using a config builder. So here we find it. Here now I have the full path. In this case, it's going to be a .toml file. So I'm getting rid of this full path. I think for now I was handling this down here, so it was working fine. But I'm gonna just handle how I'm doing all this, so it's a lot of bad code right now, but it'll work out. So we have the full path now, right? I need to check if the file exists. So how to check if a file exists in, let me just search up Rust, exists in STDFS. Okay, so I will check if config already exists, because we are assuming that here config directory will already exist, right? So we should only so returns an OK true if the path points to an existing entity. So if because I'm trying to think of a more idiomatic way to write this, right? Because I don't want to use the not operator, because I feel like it's not as readable. So if it does exist, we load it. Else, right? So if in this case, if fs exists, and then we want to pass in the data path, so in this case we can pass in our new full path. So new full path, and then this is .expect, failed to check for existence, right? So here load config, or in this case would be deserialize. So we could do the deserialization here. So then else this is more of a to-do, but create a default config. So deserialize. So now I'm gonna go back to here and see if I can deserialize everything, right? So if it exists, we want to open the buffer of this config. So how to open a file in Rust, kind of forgot, it's open, so file and it's the DFS. So read to string, yes. So I am gonna outsource this, so here, so I'm gonna say let my contents is equal to, I'm gonna say get config file. Is that a good, like, man, I need to work on function names. So get config file, and then I want to pass in the path, right? So the path would be new full path. I don't know if we need to clone that. I'm gonna just do the function up here so I have it. So fm get config file contents, and I'm gonna name this as well. Yeah, get file config file contents. And this will take in a string, or in this case I'm gonna say path to a string, and then this will return an stdio result. This shouldn't fail, but still want idiomatic stuff. So here I'm gonna let my file is equal to file open, and then I'm gonna pass in the path ternary operator. Not ternary, but let my contents equal string new file dot read to string, and then I want to take a immutable reference of our contents. That's the buffer you want to pass it to, and then this case okay file. Oh no, okay contents, right? Result. Oh, and then I'm gonna pass in, this should be change inside here, and yes, gonna do contents. Or do I have to wrap it in okay? I do. So wrap it in okay here. Obviously, here I will just unwrap, so dot unwrap. Yeah. Let my contents equal that, right? So we have our contents of our string. We have our string contents, so now we do the toml stuff here, right? So let config of did I ever include the toml table? So I have this use toml table. How do I use? Oh, do I have to add the toml crate? Crates. I'm just add the toml crate. Interesting. Because we're trying to add 112 to dependencies. Wait. Did I add it or no? I mean, it did. I don't know if it'll work, but I think that's fine, right? Yeah, it seems like that. And then I'll look want to do a print on. And then I'm gonna add a debug for config. So config. Oh, it works. If it doesn't exist, I'm just gonna print ln config does not exist. I'm gonna just do process exit 1. And then here, right? Yes. So do cargo what? Check. Won't lie, bro. I'm gonna have to pass this shit to AI. At least that, cause let's see. I'm about to search this up. Let's see. Oh, that worked. Okay. Oh. That's why I didn't. I was like, why didn't it bug out? Wait. No. That works fine now because yeah, it doesn't. Expected a. Okay, that's fine. Debug. Yeah, that's fine. Does not implement debug. I assume that. So I will go to user config, implement debug. Ooh, and then this also has to implement debug. And then user config borrowing. Oh yeah, and then I need to. And obviously it's not mutable, so. Clippy, everything seems to be running. So if I'm correct, there is, if we do cat here, right? No, ls. So I am going to do ls.config. I'm anti, right? There's no config. There's nothing, right? So if we do a run, cargo run, and then live, that should work. It should just exit. Bam! Alright. Wait, let's do that in a little. Do let's use the restroom, be right back using the restroom. I'm back. Oh, isn't anybody in the chat? One second, I'll have chat pulled up. I already know I'm gonna have people in the chat. Okay, so it did work after just updating it. So it doesn't exist. Right, so git add. And then I'm gonna just git commit m, so I'll say added. What did I add? Added toml insert a. Will okay. So so we will cd to element type, run a pool, and then we'll do a run live, and this should not fail. Actually, I don't know what happens. What happened? So here we just print out the user config and then we continue. So this should just, you won't see it. So let's do, let's see what happens. It should just print it out. We'll still see live in the beginning. Wait, no, we get a, oh, we're missing unit. Yeah, because I changed it. Okay, so that happened. So vim.config at a man type because it failed. Yeah. Here, this should be, I changed this to unit name, so change word to unit name. And then, since by that case, right, we also need to change something else. I'm changing it to unit name, so this change word to unit name. Alright, so now this should work. Yes. I need to reduce the size of the monitor on this one, right one, because I can't even see the other one. But quit, we can see the user config, and then it prints out search method, and then obviously the search method is what, that's the thing. And we can see the method is systemmd and unit is name is hightail. So let's do nvim source main rs, right? So I'm not gonna use the config builder anymore, but I'm use toml to write it. So I don't mean, this is not bad though, right? But okay, so we have it, I am going to thus use everything should work out correctly. I guess my question is when there's multiple. I guess it should be pretty easy to implement, but this is if it's set up, right? So I just need to implement this. So boom. Let's put this here. Bro, I don't know what happened, but it's fine. So change word config, and then we should do dot, and then let me go back to user config. So method. So user config dot search method dot method. That is a crazy thing. Okay. So config dot search method. So dot search method dot method. What's the trouble? What was it this? That's why I was missing that. Yes, and then change word. We don't need it anymore, right? I think it's what unit name. It's already a string, right? So yes, we don't need the boot should work exactly the same. Then I am going to just I will comment this out. So right here. That seems to work. So I'm gonna get commit dash honestly, this is just more intuitive. I feel like I have more control. Alright. Pull and then run live. It should work the same. Yeah. And prints out the setup. I wonder what happens. Let's see what happens if we do a vim.config adamantite config.toml, and let's change this to change word poop. Yep. Interesting. So we should unit poop.service not found. Yeah, we need to make sure we're handling that, right? So yes. My question is not found. I wonder, there's just no way to really validate that output, is there? So I need to figure that out. Can I use regex for this? And I'm assuming systemd has the same output almost every single time. But is there a status code with it? Does systemd cgls return a status code of 1 if failed to find any service? Wait, is there a process? So I want to see, so wait, control L space process. So I want to see the status. Can I include the status into this? Bro, do I have to run it twice? I guess. Let's do... I'm gonna just do status. I don't know, because I don't want to have to call it twice, right? Like, that's just, I mean, it's only doing it once. I guess we're just checking that, right? So if status dot, oh, exit code. So if status is not a success, I wonder if I do that. If status, what does it return, a boolean? So if not success, if status does success, if it's not successful, so if status dot success is not equivalent to true, I feel like this. If not success, if status of success is not equivalent to true, or no, I feel like is equivalent, change word to false, then I'm gonna do a print L. Can I get the output of this? So it seems there is. Describes the result of a process after it has failed. Using a one access status underscore error. I'm just gonna do a print. Okay. So I'm trying to see. I don't think in the standard Rust library they provide a way for me to have the status but also have the output at the same time. I don't know. Okay. I think I pushed the changes, so I'm gonna wait pull and then I run. Mm. So what happened there? This is kind of cool. Cause look, this is what happens when we run it. So run. So it does that now, which I don't know what I did for that. I guess it prints out this when we run status. I guess it prints it out. Which I mean, I would prefer it not to. Can I edit this message? I mean, I like it. It looks nice, but well, first of all, I kind of want to remove. Oh, we're not in the. Where am I printing out this? I'm gonna remove that from debugging purposes. But it seems like when we call status, and then it fails to list it if we don't find it. But also, we're not verifying that the height toe that we're looking at. Like, it'll just track a random. I don't know if there's a way to verify. This currently only really works for one thing, or like one, if you get what I'm saying, like at a high level. Say this could work for almost anything, right? So we have any services running. So, for example, I mean, what is it? I think it's systemctl list. Let me see help. List units currently in memory. Like, there's just a lot, right? And you can just provide the wrong service and then it'll track the wrong service. I don't know if there's a way to verify it. Maybe I can. Okay, so let's check. I need to check what exactly status is doing when I call it. So if I go back, then back, then back, then back, then back, then back. I did exit code, exit status. Was it this? Exit status? No. What is this status dot status function? And then what happens if it passes? It just seems to still print it out. I don't want you to print it out though. Maybe we need to pass in another command. Gotta do dot output. Wait. Do I need all of this? Because here I can. This guy does eCode.success. So do I need that success here? It just prints out the status. I can't do all output either. It's not a command anymore, I think that's why. So what if... Okay, I don't need that. I can do this here. Is there eCode.status? cargo flippy. I don't think I never ever removed the status shit. Let me. Okay, commit. Added, no, edit, something. What did I do? Oh, removed all status output. Okay, nothing's gonna happen, right? So, let's change this out where to poop. Okay, that did work as expected. I want a better output because the user won't really know. So I'm gonna remove this extra print hello. Unit. Wait. This no making no sense. Why does that come before? Oh, maybe I should do it here. is it still there? Why doesn't it come before? So even, oh, it's because of the new line. I remember. It's kind of weird. Wait, let's see. But it's like if I remove the new line. No, it doesn't. It still just runs. I'll just do it all on one line. So, yeah. So here, systemd attempt to find systemd cgls search method failed. Systemd search method failed. Error, and then I'm gonna do, yeah, error. Made error print in one statement. Get restore. Even all this in one line? Are we actually even entering on here? Oh wait, maybe, no, it's there. I don't need to do like a whole rebuild. Maybe it's this. This comes first, right? So maybe I should just do let error let output equal whole, bro. What? Even dot to string. Why do we have dot to string when that string is already a string? Maybe a format? What is the format?
Rust by example, formatted print. We can print a lot of things. Rust gives you a lot of capabilities to print a lot of things.
I need to write all this. Why does it not print before? Why must it always come after? Don't know. I don't know. my goodness. Maybe I flush it. Maybe I move this to flush before. There. No, why? I have no idea. I really don't know why this. Hmm. Okay, I have that SAI, but there's no way. Even though your source code you wrote println systemd search field error. don't know. I'm just gonna leave it at that, bro. I can't figure it out. Wait, why is everything like... Oh, there, I'm about to say, I'm like, what the hell? I'm not gonna flush anything, I'm just gonna have it like this. Yeah. Alright, that's gonna be it for the stream, guys. Thank you for